So I was scheduled to give my speech now, but I'm going to hold off a little bit so I can make way for an individual who talks a lot of talk, but this guy walks a whole lot of walk. So without further ado, Chris Scott.
Our stay-at-home order ended, so here I am. I'm allowed to be out. I'm allowed to talk to you. I don't think I'm allowed to mingle in that gigantic crowd over there, which is why I've been hiding out on the steps. But Canada Day is here. Last year we had over 30,000 people here. This year we have less. Why? Because now we got all these people that got vaccinated and they think this is going to end. They think that because they did their part, everything's going to be okay. We had some politicians giving you lip service letting you think everything's going to be okay. But what's the reality of the situation? I warned you last year of the vaccine passport. I was a crazy conspiracy theorist because there was no such thing. Now that it has become a law in our country, I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist because I question that it's against our best interests. This entire pandemic has been told that it's about our health and safety as they close our business, remove our rights, take our finances, ruin our future of our children and our country. They keep telling us it's for our own good. They keep telling us the only way to get out of this is to comply. Then when we complied and we got the vaccine, now we have a vaccine passport. Now what's next? Guess what, everybody? Just like I warned you last year, they're already telling you if you're vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask. They're already talking about scary-sounding variants, the Delta variant. And now they have something called the Delta Plus variant. And, all right, what is this, a video game? And guess what they're saying about the Delta Plus variant? Their political speak is already telling you it's resistant to antibodies. That's another way of saying it's resistant to the vaccine. So that's why when we get this little freedom in summer that everybody's enjoying and everybody's complacent and everybody lowered their guard because they got allowed to take off their mask for a month, September's going to roll around, and all those people that got vaccinated and waited for their second jab and are now suffering the consequences, what we call adverse reactions, they're going to say, oh my God, all these people that are vaccinated are really getting sick because of the Delta Plus variant. It's so immune to the vaccine. And the Delta Plus variant was created by, guess what? All you non-vaccinated people. That's where it came from, of course. It came from the non-vaccinated people, and it spread into such a dangerous mutation that all our vaccinated good citizens will now have to be back on restrictions, have their masks on, and have their freedoms taken away just like before. Only now they've taken an injection multiple times that's untested, unsafe, and it's going to make them sick. And that's where we are in 2021. And it doesn't end there. What do they have next? They just announced that they're banning gas cars in Canada by 2035. Remember that adage? Oh, you're going to own nothing and be happy? That's what they're talking about. They already took your businesses. They already took your jobs. Now they want to take your homes. They're going to have all these wonderful new environmental regulations. You're going to hear build back better. That's their way of saying your property is going to be our property. And for all you people that still have a job and still have a business and still own property, they have a wonderful way to get that from you. It's called a government-insured reverse mortgage. And they're going to acknowledge, with all this inflation from all these people going broke and all this money printed and all this money being given out, they're going to acknowledge that all these people that are trying to retire aren't going to be able to retire on their pensions. So they're going to tell you, take the government-insured reverse mortgage. You're going to be getting thousands and thousands of dollars every month for the rest of your retirement. You're going to have so much money you can leave that to your kids. The only catch is, at the end, the government now owns your property. And that's what they're doing. In the United States of America, the real estate market is booming. Guess what? 25% of all new home sales are being bought by one giant corporation called BlackRock Group. That's the bank conglomerate group. They own trillions of dollars of assets, and they're buying up entire neighborhoods overpriced to put you out of the market, put the average American and Canadian out of the market so they can do these really high density projects. They want you in 20 years from now to have no money, no property, own no car. If you're a single person, you're going to be living in 150 square feet. You may or may not have your own bathroom depending on your social status. When you want to go to work, if you're lucky enough not to work from home, you're going to go outside and you're going to jump on an e-bike. that's waiting there for you. It's not going to be one you own, it's going to be one that's owned by the government. You're going to scan your wrist, your digital wallet's going to come up, and you're going to see if you have enough credits in your bank account to rent this bike for the 15 minutes it takes for you to get your job. The rest of the time you're going to spend living at home. In your building, that's where you're going to eat, sleep, work for the most of you, your Starbucks, your hairdresser, your grocery store, your clothing store. You're never leaving your block. Air travel is going to be restricted even worse than it is now. And not by vaccines, by pricing you out of the market, by doing things that make it so you have less and less and less freedoms. You've already given up every freedom that our ancestors fought and died for in the millions of people. Today is Canada Day, and they tried to destroy our national identity to the point that they tried to make you ashamed to even celebrate Canada Day. They tried to say Canada Day is canceled. Canceled. Just like Christmas was canceled. Just like Thanksgiving was canceled. Now all of a sudden Canada's canceled. That's what they're trying to tell you. And they try to sow division. This is why I'm holding this here. This is for the natives. Canada was a native country, yes, but we are all Canadians. The Indigenous are no more or no less Canadian than the rest of us. We have been here for 250 years. Canada is not a country of systemic racism like they try to make us believe. We are united. They want to divide us, but we are united. They want to divide us every single way they can. They want to say people scared of the virus, we're not scared. People wearing masks, we're not wearing the mask. Racial division, religious division, political division. It's all bullshit. They try to make me look like a crazy person. They try to make me look violent. They try to give you the impression that not to listen to me. That's why I wrote this book. It can't be taken out of context. It can't be misconstrued. It can't be misquoted. And that's why Amazon made this the first book in the history of the world that they approved for sale and then banned the day before it was supposed to go on sale. Never before in history. And right now you can get Hitler's book on Amazon. You can get a book called Just Say No to Vaccines. But Just Say No with Chris Sky, that has one chapter that talks about vaccines and 9 other chapters that talk about exactly what's going on in our country today. They don't want you to read it. Why? Because it's going to tell you what's really going on. It's going to tell you what's really going to happen. It's going to tell you what you need to do to get out of this. It's called United Non-Compliance. We all come together. We all just say no. Regardless of your age, regardless of your religion, regardless of your political affiliation, shake off. Shake off. Can you believe this? You're supposed to be saying this shit. I don't think we're gonna let this happen. 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 What, guys? Why'd you cut it off? Too much truth? Too much truth? Cut off. These are the politicians pretending to work for you. These are the politicians pretending to be on your side. Are they really on your side? Are they really on your side?
Each day, the saints of God can stand the test, and we can stand above the rest. Take courage, friend, and walk on through. The Lord will be inside you. Just stand with the faith and stand. My God will provide a way. God is able. God is able to do everything from the fire. He will rescue those who serve Him when things are turning high. God is good.
wanted this, eh? You guys wanted this. You guys wanted this. You didn't agree to 5 minutes? No.
They're shilling it down, man.
Of course they are. Look at this. So these
Shilling it down.
politicians that are for the people, the so-called politicians that are for the people.
Just take the mic again.
This isn't my mic. This isn't your mic.
We'll turn it off.
Okay, thank you. Let's do that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
That guy had a half an hour to speak bullshit, man.
They cut off Chris Guy in the middle of his speech. Just go ahead.
These people that don't understand the thing all the time, more time than another one because 5 minutes of lead. He's at 6.
I'm gonna say it right now.
Fucking go for it. Let's go.
He got in there over there.
Oh my God!
You can't silence.
Hey, get that microphone. Get that microphone.
Oh my goodness!
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. That was sick.
Pretend to be about PC, and pretend to be about the people, and then as I'm giving my most heartfelt speech, I just get cut off mid-speech. I don't want to turn everybody against anything, but if you want to talk about united, non-compliance, that means giving everybody a platform to speak, especially when everybody is listening to every single word that is coming out of their mouth. Let me finish where I was going. This is what's going to happen now that you guys have conceded to the vaccine passport and you've given up your right to freedom.
The problem is that. Yes. Yeah, but you don't understand.
The next step is them talking about how Canadian cash is dirty. Dirtier than all the other money in the world, apparently. And that's going to be the motivation for them to announce their digital currency. You heard that Climate Barbie got taken out of the equation. Her replacement is a man who's going to be named Mark Carney. He works extensively with international banks. His primary goal of concern is to start the digital currency. Once you have a digital currency, a digital identity, and a vaccine passport all tied together, the government literally owns you and can turn you off with the flick of a switch. You understand what that means? You're a blip on a screen, they flip a button, and you're done. You can't access your money, you can't travel, you can't work, you're literally eliminated from society with the flick of a switch. And that's where this is headed. That's where they intend to bring you. And that's why I wrote this book called Just Say No to teach you how to just say no.
This note's for Chris.
We have a choir that wants to sing about Jesus. How about we do that right now? Let's do it. I'm going to finish off my speech and we're going to finish off with this choir and then everybody's going to march over to Parliament Hill and we're going to carry on this celebration. We're going to set up an area where people can meet me if you have questions. My books are going to be there, our hats are going to be there, our shirts are going to be there. We're going to have a festival. We're going to make this a party because this is Canada Day and we are supposed to celebrate our country. We are supposed to be proud of our country. We are not supposed to feel like prisoners in our country. We are supposed to feel like kings and queens in our country. And that's what we're going to feel like again. Everybody, I love you, Canada, but you got to stand up for yourselves. America is wide open. My wife just spent 3 months in Florida. It's paradise. People say, oh, the grass is not greener on the other side. Oh, hell yes, it is. It is. We have Bill C-36, we have Bill C-10, we have vaccine passports, we have restrictions on our businesses, we have restrictions on who we can see, where we can go. They don't have any of that over there. And that's why our border's closed. They don't want Canadians going over there and seeing that not even 2 hours away from us, everything is normal. You see people here all in a big crowd? That's normal. It's not crazy. You don't need a mask. You don't need to be afraid of each other. Canada, if we do not stand up now, you will not be able to stand up later. Our window of opportunity gets smaller every single day, but we can win. Israel got rid of the vaccine passport, so can we. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is one thing. Just say no. I love you, Canada. Now let's listen to this wonderful choir.
So I'm not putting on this. Please, Chief Justice, take on it.